All right, you're good.
Hey guys, welcome back to the CKW Network at ISU. I'm Uzezi Okwata. Glad to see him here with quarterback Brady Davis. How you doing today?
Doing good, man. Appreciate you having me.
Brady, you guys started the season off really hot. You're 4-0. Where's this steam coming from?
Just the hard work we put in, leading up to the season, and we're just trying to take it each week as it is and just keeping it rolling from there.
And right before the cameras were just rolling, I talked to you about Colorado State. A lot of people think that this was some sort of an upset.
Right.
What would you say about that?
I would say that wasn't the case. If you were at that game or you're watching on TV or, playing in it, I think they would say that. We would say that. That wasn't the case. I mean, this is the FBS, FCS narrative, and I understand that. But, I think we were definitely the best team on the field, this past Saturday.
In games like that, kind of walk us through how you're able to win that.
We just came out, tried not to be too high or too low from the start. Know that we have a very good team and are capable of competing with anybody. So we just kind of came out and just tried to not hurt ourselves and do what we do. And we were able to do it early. And you could kind of just see from the first drive that we were physically, kind of dominating them up front and everything. And so it was all real smooth from the beginning.
It's actually really interesting because I remember last year when you guys played against, you weren't on the team at this point, but when you guys played Northern Arizona, you guys talked about, some of the players were talking about how the air was a little bit different in the travel and the jet lag had a role into why they weren't able to take that W. But you guys were able to win traveling all the way to Colorado. Was that something that Coach Brocksback really talked to you guys about before heading into that game?
Well, they brought up the Northern Arizona deal. I think it was a little higher of elevation. It was a little, you could kind of tell the difference a little bit, but I think just really the first time I noticed it was just after the game how exhausted I was, but I don't think it was really an issue out there on the field breathing as far as, running around and not being able to keep our air. So we just had to, you got to look past those kind of things and just kind of play. Those are things you can't control. I mean, whereas playing Colorado, that's where we got to play no matter the elevation. So just kind of put that behind us and just do your job every play.
Talk about Missouri a little bit, Missouri State.
Missouri State, they've got a very good team. It's first Valley game. I'm excited to get into the Valley play. I've heard a lot about it and obviously know that it's good top to bottom. So, they got a good team, a lot of good players, big, fast dudes. So they'll present us a challenge just like every team will from here on out. So we got to come out ready to play and continue to progress.
For some of these really good football fans here that really want to know the inside of ISU football, what's film like? What's practice like? What's an average day as a Redbird football player?
Average day. When we moved to the morning practices, they haven't done that, in the past. This was our first year doing that. So we're up about 6 eating at Lincoln's. Mm-hmm. I think the athletic director, is it Dr. Mr. Lyons? Whichever one. He paid for all of us to have breakfast this whole season. So that's good. We get to get in and get breakfast, and then we watch film for, it seems, about an hour and a half, from offense, defense, special teams, and then we're out on the field at 8:30 and go to about 10:30, and then, to class from there. And then quarterbacks, we usually have to get back in there at night again, get some more in.
And for a lot of people that don't know your story, you're from Memphis. You came here. When you came here, did you come here with the intention? Obviously, you came here with the intention to be starting quarterback like any good competitor. Mm-hmm. But when you came here, did you know that you were going to have that starting quarterback?
Not at all. I was told I would have an opportunity to, compete, and that's all I could ask for, and that's all I deserved. That's just kind of how it is anywhere. And I was given that opportunity that you can come in and compete. Nothing will be given to you, and the best player will play. So, and I don't even think that's the case. We got good quarterbacks up and down the roster. I think it's just. It all worked out good, man. This is all God's timing and God's doing for sure.
And I'm not even trying to say this to be trying to be nice, but we've never seen a quarterback like you here. Last year we saw Colby, a pretty good player too.
Best person I've probably ever been around.
Situations like when you come to a team where Colby's a bit different, definitely teach you to take.
Absolutely, I wouldn't be playing well if it wasn't for him.
What are some things you learned? Negative.
Just the plays. I think Obi with a lot of other people. Jay spends a lot of time on film, and he's just helping me in the games and the weeks leading up to the games. He's just at everything, and I can just watch him, and it makes me a better leader because he's the captain, the leader of our football team for sure. So that he's probably the most important person on our team for that reason.
And outside of your mentoring relationship with Colby, I like the way you play with your receivers on the field, especially my personal favorite, Spencer Snell.
Yes, sir.
Talk about how you're able to cultivate those relationships with them coming into the team as a new face, relatively. Spencer being here for a few years now. How do you come in, take over the offense, and establish a game that you're comfortable with?
Spencer is a really hard worker, as are all the other receivers. So just coming in, getting a lot of extra time, a lot of work on the routes, in the summer, and then practice, everything's full speed. So just over those 25 practices and then the summer leading up into fall camp, I was just able to, kind of build a chemistry with all the receivers because we did a lot of work, put a lot of time in, out on the field, throwing balls. So And, Andrew Edgar is a first-year starter, so, he was new. We were able to develop that from the beginning. Braxton Haley's pretty new to the program, so, and those younger guys, we obviously got some younger guys in the rotation as well. So we all kind of came in. It was a learning experience together. I feel like for the most part, Spencer was able to lead the receivers. Jake was able to lead the quarterback. So it was really smooth because of those older guys, and it just goes back to the leadership.
That's just talking about your chemistry with Spencer. I remember this is probably one of the greatest touchdowns I've ever watched. In 97, you were literally in the other end zone.
Right.
97-yard touchdown pass. How are you and Spencer able to just communicate like that on the field?
Well, that was all Coach Beathard. He worked that play, and he knew that I knew it would be a call possibly when we were backed up in that situation, and he called it. And just the way they've been playing, they kind of filled in on the run. Spencer did a good job of selling the block, went right behind them, and my job was pretty easy. They did a great job up front. I was able to take a deep breath and just put it out there for him, and he did the rest.
And exactly why did you choose ISU? Were there any other schools looking at you when you were looking at?
There was. I was obviously wanting to go to FCS to play right away, so there were some opportunities I definitely had. I felt like I just felt like this was the best one, and after exploring my options and coming up here on my visit, I felt this is what I needed to do.
And tell some of these Redbird fans what we can expect from you for the rest of the season.
I'm just going to try to continue to get better and just push this team to get better every day, so we can go to where we're capable of going, which I think is all the way to the top.
Championship. You heard your first championship for the Redbirds. Brady Davis, thank you guys so much for watching. Next week, the CKW Network, the Bird's Nest. I'm Uzezi.